Hi, good morning. Welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. I'm Kristin Omdahl. This is episode 872, and we are live here in Southwest Florida at the beach today. If you are joining me live, please say hello. Let me know if you're crafting this morning. Hi. Let me know if you have questions. It is extremely humid here today. Hi, Trisha and Thea and Carrie. Hi, Joe and Sean and Naomi. Good morning. It is so humid. I am sweating profusely already, so I apologize for that. Already, my sweat's going into my eyeballs, and my eye makeup is running. So there. How's that for fun? Hi, Lisa and Judy and Leona. Happy hump day, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Hi, Christine, sweet Melissa. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good day so far. Hi, Grace. Good morning. Hi, Lucy and Sherry and Rita. Carrie, good morning, everyone. Hi, Brenda and Suzanne. We are at the beach again today. Hi, Julie. And it is so incredibly humid. Oh, there's a breeze. Thank goodness that breeze feels wonderful. Hi, Naomi and Brenda. Good morning. How pretty is the beach this morning? We've got overcast skies, so the water's that nice smoky blue. The water and the clouds look so pretty, and the sand and the driftwood, like, wow. Well, you know, I don't remember everything every time I leave and stay and leave and stay. The fan is in my office right now. No, the fan is on the lanai because I enjoyed it last night. I did not sleep well last night, so it was quite a challenge to get ready to come here this morning. And no, I did not bring the fan. It would have been very helpful to keep the bugs away and cool me down a little bit. Oh well. I make mistakes all the time. Hi, Sandshell and Julie. Good morning. Welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast, everyone. This is episode 872. I'm Kristin Omdahl, and we are live in Southwest Florida at the beach today. Yeah, I did not sleep well at all last night. I woke up from startling nightmares and couldn't get back to sleep. It was rough. Hi, Vera. Good morning. Hi, Steffi. Hi, Proverbs. Good morning, everybody. Someone's asking what I'm working on. I'm working with Be So Easy yarn this morning, color putty, and knitting with 9mm needles. This is I think it's double moss stitch. It's 2 rows in knit 1, purl 1, and then 2 rows in purl 1, knit 1 on an even multiple of stitches. Really beautiful. It's flat, doesn't curl, it's completely reversible. It's a beautiful stitch. In fact, I've been thinking about doing some videos on basic stitch patterns. You know how I do videos on actual stitches and then do tutorials on patterns? I thought it might be fun to do videos on actual stitch patterns and explain to you what the multiple is for rows, what the multiple is for rounds, and how to work a stitch pattern in rows and rounds, and maybe how to work increases too. Might be a really nice, very educational series of videos, kind of like the stitch tutorial PDFs that I did a while back, but maybe do them in video format this time. I don't know, always thinking about something different. Hi, Marianne. Hi, Lorraine. Thanks, Lorraine. Glad you think that's a good idea. Yeah, I think it would be a very nice idea, like a reference book, but in videos. Hi, Lily. Good morning. Thanks, Donna. All right, so where'd we leave off yesterday? What did we do yesterday? Oh, we talked a lot about the new Faberge crochet blanket, and we discovered it looked absolutely beautiful as a tiered folded over triangular shawl, and it also looked fabulous as a shrug. And so I quickly whipped up a couple of chain Ooh, something startled me this morning, so you know I'm going to be a little skittish this morning. I already screamed once here since I've been to the beach. It's just going to be one of those days, I guess. Hi, Kat from London. So I whipped up a couple of chains this morning. I did chain 100 and made 2 of them. And so after I finish this row, I'm going to thread them into the sides of the blanket to create the shrug. I'll try to do it on my little table. So thank you, Naomi. Yes, I do need some deep breaths this morning. Absolutely. I feel like I've been on the go since 4 a.m. And yeah, I could definitely use a break at some point today. Hi, Geraldine. Good morning. All right, so after this row, I'll grab my little table and grab my chain ties and show you how I'm going to thread up sleeves to make this blanket into a shrug. Did you get a chance to watch video part 1 of yesterday, whether you watched live premiere with me or maybe you watched it afterwards? Did anybody get a chance to watch the first video for the Faberge crochet blanket tutorial? It is a free pattern page on my website. It is an ad-free PDF pattern for $1.99 on my website, and there's going to be supplemental tutorial videos here on YouTube. For part 1 live premiered yesterday, and now it's available all the time, and part 2 is going to live premiere today, and we'll do that right after the show today. Thank you, Judy, for posting links. So this is the gorgeous blanket that we're talking about. If you didn't get a chance to see yesterday, this is the Faberge crochet blanket, worked in the round to make this beautiful square blanket. This size is 52 inches square, and it took 10 balls of Be So Easy yarn in color sky blue. Comes in 15 colors, you can pick any color you like. And what else? And 8mm crochet hook. I love it too. It's so beautiful. Has such an amazing drape because Be So Easy yarn has such amazing drape. All right, let me grab my tools. Yesterday we used stitch markers to temporarily hold the sleeves in place to see if the shrug would work, and it was a success. It looked amazing. Yes, Donna, I plan on that. I think I'm going to take some time to myself today. I feel like I've hit the wall today. I think by not sleeping well last night, I feel like my sleep debt is pretty high. Someone's question was really long and it faded too quickly. I'm sorry I wasn't able to read it. If your question's important and I don't get to it in the live, you can always email after the show. If it's pattern support, please email patternsupport@kristinomdahl.com. If it's customer service, email judi@kristinomdahl.com. Or if it's something that you think I can answer live, ask your question again. If I don't see your questions during the live chat, you can always wait till any of my live streams are gone to recording and leave a comment there, because those comments remain. They're fixed and remain there, and I get notified from those comments. And as you can see on many of my videos, I reply to I try to reply to 100% of the comments. So I do the best I can. All right, let's see. We might need to move the camera down. I think you can see that pretty well. So I've taken my blanket and I've folded it in half. Okay, it doesn't matter lengthwise, whatever. It's a square. You just fold it in half. You want to line up 2 corners and line up 2 corners. And yesterday I pinned this at about, I think I pinned about this much for the sleeve. So I'm going to eyeball that here as well. It's like about, let's see. Try to line up. Here we go. Line up the decrease stitches. If that's the corner, that's this. I'm having a heck of a time recognizing this. Okay, here we go. There it is. So then there's this one. All right, so we'll line those up. I'm trying to line it up so that it's even. And again, I'm doing this live on camera in the sand. You could always do this you could always do this more conveniently at home, right? I'm just going to thread back and forth, kind of like tying shoelaces, and that may work and it may not. And I can always do it again at another time, but for right now, this is what I'm going to try. See, this is what's, I think I'm getting tired. I'm not even doing the right sides. But I think you get the gist. There we go. They may not be long enough either. Like I said, I just eyeballed this morning to try to quickly have something to show. And you know, I make mistakes sometimes. That's part of the learning process. I think I am going to make it all the way though. What do you know? All right, we did make it all the way, just barely. But I don't think you'd really want a whole lot of ties hanging down on something like this either. So I did a chain 100 and then tied knots on each of the ends. And so I'll do that for the other side. I'll lift the camera up. You probably prefer to watch the beach than watch me do that. Let's see, so I went to the third decrease stitch is where we started. So I'll do that on this side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Got it. Okay, so we'll tie this, thread this in here. I'm just lacing back and forth. Like, did you want to see me do the second one, or would you rather watch the water? I figured you'd rather watch the water while I do this. You saw the first one. Almost there. For those of you just joining now, we're lacing up the Faberge blanket to create a shrug with 2 chain ties and lacing up to create the sleeves. It's going to be so cute, right? I know it is. I know it. All right, I've made it all the way. I'm going to quickly tie it off. Perfect. It's a perfect size. Hopefully I did enough of it. Okay, so now we've taken our blanket, we folded it in half. We went from the corner to, I don't know, about a foot from the corner, and used that chain tie to corset tie or like shoelace, lace up the 2 sides together, so that it's a temporary seam. I don't want to be forced into only wearing it as a shrug. I want to still be able to use it as a blanket and wear it as that folded over double-tiered triangular shawl. So in order to have all of these options, the best way is to temporarily seam things instead of permanently seaming them. But if you only want this as a shrug, then you could just sew those 2 sides together, and that would be very easy too. All right, so now I'm gonna stand up. And now you can see we've created a shrug instead. Oh my God, look at this. This is so beautiful. I love the sleeves. I love the size of the sleeves. If you wanted the sleeves smaller, you could probably gather these and, you know, even make a cuff if you really wanted to. But for me, I think this is just so dramatic and beautiful. What do you guys think? Isn't that amazing? It's a blanket. A blanket in number 5 bulky weight yarn that we turned into a beautiful shrug with amazing drape. How awesome is that? I'm gonna leave it tied and take a photo when when the show's over. I think I'm going to do a styling video for the 3 different ways. Yes, it was hot putting it on right now, Joe. So is my vest, but I was lazy today and put on my regular bra, and the way that I hide my regular bra when I wear it with spaghetti strap dresses is I throw my vest over the top, or I throw a layer over the top. Depends on what I feel like. If I feel like wearing a strapless bra, I won't wear the extra layer, but if I don't, I wear an extra layer so you don't have to see it. How's that for a lazy tip? Thank you, Naomi. I think it's absolutely gorgeous and a little dramatic and just, oh, so pretty. Can you imagine wearing it, making it in black to wear it for evening, or wear a dark color for evening, or even doing something boho chic in cream or bisque, or your favorite color, any color. There's just so many different ways you could do this. Wow. Thanks, Rita. It's beautiful. I love it. All right, I'm going to go back to knitting my piece here now. Does anybody have any questions about anything I talked about so far? Thank you, Judy. Judy's posting a link to the pattern page and Be So Easy Yarn. Any holiday I usually take off from the podcast, so I don't know what day 4th of July is on, but I'm pretty sure Monday will be the legal holiday. I will most likely take that day off from the podcast. I just have to know what day it is. If somebody could tell me, I'll let you know, but whatever the bank holiday is for the 4th of July, I will be taking that off of the podcast. Yep. Yeah. Sunday's the 4th, so Monday I will. If the post office is closed on Monday, that will be the day that I take off for the podcast too. First of all, the traffic will be so bad, and be so many people at the beach that I wouldn't even make it down here anyway. And yeah, and I know everybody else will be busy doing festivities and fun stuff, so I might as well skip that day. Oh, I think I brought something else to show you this morning. What am I working on? I'm working on a flat panel in Be So Easy yarn. I'm trying to decide what I'm going to make with it. I'm pretty sure I'm going to make a self-belted ruana with it, and this would be the back panel. Then I'll make the 2 front panels. I think I'm going to add a box pleat to the front panels, and then pick up and knit along the side of the back to create the self-tying belt. How's that sound? And it's a completely reversible stitch pattern, so it'll look good from the right side and the wrong side. You could also just skip the fronts, make the back longer, and this would be an amazing reversible shawl or scarf too. It's a beautiful stitch pattern. It's completely identical on both sides, and you can see how it lays flat too. Some stitch patterns curl, and they're not meant to be they're not meant for lying flat without a selvage edge, and some are perfect without a selvage edge. If you don't know what that means, I can explain that further. Some stitch patterns in knitting have a natural curl to them, like stockinette stitch, which is where you knit on one side and purl on the other side. That particular stitch pattern will curl on itself after you do it. So if you don't want it to curl, you have to prepare either a selvage edge on the sides and the bottom and the top, or something else like that, or intentionally leave the curl in. Some designs leave the curl in, like on a neck edge, so that it rolls. So there are certain things that are practical for doing in some stitches and not practical for others. Plus that one's not reversible. So if you're going to see something from the right side and wrong side, I often prefer to make sure that the stitch pattern is reversible for that. But that's probably a lot of information that could be used in my studio with some swatches. I could show you what I mean with that. But when we come back to it, you'll say, oh yeah, I remember that's why she used this stitch pattern, because it's reversible and it doesn't curl. So it's perfect for a really simple project like this. Does anybody have any other questions? kids just walked by, but they're walking by that way this time. I'm down at the water's edge today. We'll see if any of them come by. Hi, Ever, Mateo. Hi, Edna. Good morning. Can you see all the driftwood? I sat here intentionally so I could be right next to all this driftwood. Isn't that amazingly beautiful? Here, we'll get a little more of it on camera. Gosh, it's so pretty. I should probably pick up the camera and show you everything too. I'm in a very, very pretty spot right now. And really close to the water today too. There's no sun, so I wasn't worried about bringing the umbrella for the phone. I didn't think it was going to be hot, so I didn't think to bring the fan. Didn't even think about it, and oh well. It's not bad. It's bad, but it's not bad. Thea, there's 5. You probably didn't make it all the way down to 5. This is the 5th exit with all the driftwood. There's 5 parking areas at Wiggins Pass. All right, when I finish this row, I will pick up the camera and show you around a really cute little spot here. And I'm kind of tucked in the middle of some driftwood too. Like this driftwood comes up around, I'm kind of in a little spot. How many balls of yarn for my bucket hat? In the Be So Airy yarn, that is 1 ball of yarn. That yarn is temporarily sold out right now, but if you get on the wait list for any colors that you want, it will be back in stock very soon. And if you're on that wait list, you'll be first to know when the colors you want come back in stock. I have a feeling it's going to move quickly, so I would highly recommend getting on that wait list. I will send out an email as soon as it's back in stock, and I will definitely let you know here as well. But if it doesn't coincide with a podcast, like let's say it comes in late Friday after the show, and then I won't be live until Tuesday, an email is how you would get the information soonest. So if you're on the wait list, you'll get the email first, and if not, I'll be sending out an email to everybody on my mailing list. I don't know if you're not on my mailing list, you might want to do that as well. Okay, I finished my row. What was I gonna do? Oh, I was gonna lift up the camera. Let's see, I turned the camera around. I was sitting on my feet too. Don't you hate it when you remember that you shouldn't sit on your feet and then you sit on your feet and they hurt and fall asleep? Okay, so this is your view that you've been looking at. This is where I'm sitting though. Can you see this? Look it, I'm like inside this little cubby of the driftwood. Here, and then this is what I've been looking at, which is pretty too. And here's those amazing cypress trees that are so tall. Here's Dolly. Oh, that's what else I was gonna show you. I was gonna remind you to leave a message on last week's giveaway podcast, because I'm going to be picking a winner tomorrow to win 5 balls of Be So Easy yarn in this bag. I'll show you again in a minute. But so here's the whole, there's the north, west, south, and east. And so you can you see now how I'm inside this little cubby in the middle of driftwood? Pretty cool. Okay. All right, come back here. Oh, I went on a salad diet this week. I said I'm only eating salad and chicken this week, and I've had Caesar salad and chicken all week, and I didn't lose a pound. And you know what that tells me? I need to start exercising again. Always try, anyway, I gotta start exercising again. I gotta lose weight. Okay, so here's this week's giveaway. It's a yarn bag, cotton canvas tote bag with drawstrings, and 5 balls of Be So Easy yarn. This is over $52 value, and you are one lucky winner is going to be chosen tomorrow on tomorrow's podcast. But where you enter to win is last Thursday's episode what number was it? 868 maybe? It's the one that says giveaway in the title. I believe it was 868, but you can scroll back and find it. It was Thursday's episode, and if you leave one comment, thank you, Judy, 868. Thank you very much. It is 868. I was right. Yay. Every now and again. Anyway, if you leave one comment per person, please leave a comment over there, and tomorrow I will randomly choose a winner from one of those comments. Won't that be fun? And I guess I will come up with a new giveaway for tomorrow. You'll have to come back tomorrow and find out what that is. All right, we only have a couple minutes left before the live premiere of part 2 of the Faberge crochet blanket tutorial video, and lost my concentration reading a comment. Sorry. What was I going to say? I sound tired, don't I? Yeah, waking up from a nightmare at 4 a.m. and not going back to sleep, this is what it looks like. Anyway, I don't have a notebook with me this morning. I don't have any quotes to share with you. So I'm just going to say thank you all so much for taking time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes here with me. I hope you enjoyed the sunrise, the beach, my demo for making a blanket into a shrug. How cool is that? Oh, I'm so excited about that. If you can join me live, join me for video part 2 for the tutorial series. And if not, please join me tomorrow morning for the next episode of Create, Share, Inspire podcast. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye-bye.